Hello and welcome back to the OGA Pit Minor Qualifications here. I'm set up and joined once again by the absolutely ecstatic Democast.
You've really outdone yourself there, haven't you? I'm proud of you.
It's our final
well
series.
Done. Exactly. And it is our final series, of course, of the entire tournament. The entire thing's nearly done. Oh no, Mike, this is probably my my least biased match, we'll say. Who am I kidding? Of course I'm going to be biased. Secret all the way, guys. They're going to do it. They're going to do it.
There's definitely a lot of faith kind of riding behind them. I think Constrafe Fours had a 75%, but
76.
76. So things definitely favoring Fours here. I think people think that they're the better team here, but we're going to go into the map ban. We're going to go into the map ban and see exactly what kind of maps we're going to be going to here between Fours and Secret. So Fours did come out the better half against Secret, but it actually ended up being a close match during the Challenger League season, or season 10 for EU.
Yeah, last time whenever they kind of battled off against each other, it was the first one on Consulate, and it was won by 4-7-3. And then we seen a 6-6 draw, which really should have been Secret's map on Bank. They kind of threw it away.
Sure.
If you look at the map bans, Consulate gone. Expected, though, because that is Forza's best map. They have a 100% win rate on it.
What's interesting here is that Secret normally first ban Border. So the fact that they haven't done it, I wonder if they're going to pick it up, or if Fours are going to pick it up, or if it's going to get banned.
Coastline, most banned map for Fours, so that's also kind of expected and a very good one. Very good map for Secret as well. First pick, Cafe from Secret. That's their best map, 71% win rate expected from them. Fours, there's the Border that you mentioned, James, and another very frag-heavy map, similar to kind of what Consulate offers. Oh, already it's going to be pretty spicy. So now the next two bans. I'm expecting a Villa ban from Fours because it's one of Secret's better ones, but also one of their weaker maps.
This is just interesting because I just cannot call where this is going to go. It's going to be a bank ban coming up from Fours, and that's going to leave Secret to choose between Club and Villa, and they're going to opt to go to Villa.
Expected, yeah. That's Fours' worst map, and Clubhouse is actually Secret's worst map, so everything just kind of works out for it there. Again, another expected best of three maps, I would say. Cafe, of course, insta-pick has really been Secret's rock. We've seen what they did to Chaos on it, but that kind of pick between Consulate or Border, you have to choose one or the other, and unfortunately for Secret, they still have to play against a very dominant Fours on one of those maps.
Border is a really unknown factor here for Secret, because we haven't seen them go there at all during the Challenger League season. It may have been their intention to save things for relegations, but for now, we're getting into our first map of Cafe. It's going to be Team Secret versus Fours. The winner of this series will book their ticket to the OGA Minor next month in December.
So we have seen these teams fight in a best-of-3 a very, very long time ago, way back in the Invitational Qualifiers for 2019. Different rosters back then. You still had Lackey and Stiz playing for Secret, and then also for Fours, they had players like Shangri and Karzeka playing there, or not Karzeka, Xhaka, but you still had Rask and WTG being that main core of the team. And those maps actually went for Consulate and Clubhouse, which is two maps that, again, Secret, they've banned away quite smartly.
We'll see Capital and Book be banned off the board. The book band's very interesting from Secret, but we'll see the Echo Band coming in.
I don't know about that one. I really don't know about back bans. Whenever I see them, I think, why? Like, why? Why has he said that then? Did he say something I missed it?
He said, love you, demo. That's all he said.
Is that it? Is that just him?
Oh.
Chat. Do not listen to him. Leon Gids is a bad influence on you. Don't listen to him. He knows nothing. He can't even qualify for his own regional tournament. He can't even win his own regional tournament. Don't listen to him. Oh, Shockwave's let me down as well. What on earth? I'm not happy.
Can we get some Get Wrecked demo in the Twitch chat, please?
There's some Russian there as well, which we don't know what that means. Perhaps that's the translation in Russian for everybody.
We stan Kama. But we're going to get in here. It's going to be an Echo
that's for
and
the
a
Russian
band.
casters. That's what that was for.
Okay.
Love to see it. So clearly the Russians also have a caster that they bully.
That's also a good point. The Russians have been casting like pretty much every matchup that we've had. And, they've been doing a great job over there. So, really good job to them to be keeping up all the broadcasts here in Russian. And I'm sure all the Russian fans are going to want to hear it in their own native language as well. For Fours, they're going to be cheering on them, but I'm hoping that everyone in the Twitch chat here is going to be cheering on Team Secret. Let's have a look at how this can go through. As we go for a bar and cocktail lounge to start with here from Fours. This is such an unknown map for me because while Secret have a really dominant performance here, I haven't seen this too much from Force.
Force play it like very roam heavy, kind of aggressive nature.
Yeah.
They're very big in their C4 game as well. And you look at the lineup, there's 3 of them being brought in. Capcan also is a strange one from WTG.
I love me a good Capcan pick.
You love yourself a good Capcan. Why is that, James?
I just think, like, in the right hands, and we already saw it as well, like, you didn't cast that match, but when it was Sonics versus Augulus, there was, like, really heavy rushes coming out from Sonics, and actually the coach from Augulus, who was playing Forceful, he was able to shut it all down with a Capcan. So, I think a Capcan pick in the right hands can be good. I'm not sure if WTG is actually awake right now, because he seemed to have gone completely AFK.
Where is he at?
I'm hoping that's not an AFK pick from WTG, because that would be awkward.
Where is he? He's not here. Maybe he's typing in #SmellyDemo in chat.
Maybe he's doing a shot of vodka before they start. I don't know how Russians prepare for matches.
We'll never know.
I've heard some very interesting things, like eating raw eggs and things like that. But
Isn't that just a normal thing in like regular life? I know people eat raw eggs. You know, all
like,
the bodybuilders out there.
smashing it on their forehead and cracking it, you know, and then dancing into Russian dubstep.
All right. Yeah, he's AFK. What's going on here? Right, we'll leave that. Secret or just he shot.
He's just having a.
He shot his gun.
He's having a real hard think about.
Oh, there we
what he
go.
wants to do.
Okay, he's
There we
fine.
go. He's
But
now thought
hasn't
about
placed
what he wants to do.
any gadgets though, so that's a bit of a waste now. So for Secret, that's probably going to help them a bit to have to worry about Capcans because none of them have been placed. So Secret, generically for Cafe, they are very coordinated in their executions and towards piano primarily. They're very strong at having those crossfires, the good utility usage. I like the fact that they bring in the Twitch primarily to eliminate the Jaegers actually. So it's a good use where again Twitch, we always talk about her being used for the guns, but as you can see, she's here, just scouting out for any ADSs to try and support Leon and Lems, who have really the only utility that can help with eliminating Dark Spot.
2 Valkyrie cameras already off the board as well. Like, this is really good work from Secret to take the utility from Fours off the board. And in a way, actually, Twitch is also a counter to Capcan as well. We'll see Alem, however, sorry, Fonka's below to try and do some damage as Meepy. He's going to drop the hatch into red and see what he can do here to try and push on to Piano. But so far, so good from Secret. They've taken a huge amount of utility off the board from Fours, and they have all this still to go. We still see Kama, however, below to see what he can do here. He does have that Nitro available to him.
Again, 4 is very heavy on the Nitro cells from below. But as you can actually see, Sledges open up some vertical holes to try and fight back, but still, Leon has to be careful of those, and we'll still open up some more. And oh no, Leon, he missed the shots actually, and Kama, he's lucky to try and get away with those.
That is unfortunate. Nades are going to come through into bathroom, however, from Leon, making sure that no one can play in there just yet. And he's going to go for the white peek onto white. It looks like with a nade as well onto white stairs to see what he can do, but there's an ADS there and he gets caught out. There goes Leon, kids, already. And there goes Kama as well from Fonka's. A nice refrag. Alem does come in as well, gets his own kill as well onto that Heaven Repel. This is great work from Secret because now they're really starting to pressure that cocktail area. No white peek coming out available from Heaven as well. Is going to put Fours in a very bad position.
There's
and Alem is in!
That's the swinging from Feral, I think, is like the most key thing right now because nobody can sit in the bomb site for Fours, and well, they've swept in. They have quickly eliminated Fours and Pasha. 1v4, see if he can try and make this happen. Creeps on in, but no Secret have all the angles covered, and well, that was a fast from some Secret. That was really nice droning, being able to see the weak points of Fours, and then they just sweep on in.
Great dominant round coming out from Secret there, and they're looking on form right now. Fours. Hopefully WTG doesn't go AFK again. That would be very awkward.
Yeah.
But we'll see where they want to go this time. Bell Cocktail is going to be their next spot here. I think, honestly, the big issue there was losing their Heaven player. If they didn't lose control of Heaven, I think they would have easily had that.
Yeah, that like it's always like a big kind of swing momentum kill, isn't it? Whenever you have a player in a set position that kind of holds most of the attackers at bay, as soon as those floodgates are open, oh my, just a complete swarm in. So, Force, you drop the first defense on, again, a very heavily favored defender bomb site. There's no Capital available as well, which really helps in certain positions. You think about a firebolt inside a freezer. That's like literally cooking someone alive in there. And then also the Buck Ban, which I don't feel really does anything. I don't understand Buck bans. I need to kind of ask some players and say, you know, why do people ban Buck?
We have seen a lot of Buck bans, haven't we?
I don't get it.
I get it on Coastline. I think the overall mentality to this is like going from the down up, right, to do that kind of verticality is really, really hard to do when you don't have the Buck. And when you want that to be the case, that is going to be really, really good for you. And you know, I guess I kind of understand this because there is a lot of vertical options available for you on Cafe. I think there's also an element is that Secret do start on the attack, and they probably don't want to take a huge amount of utility away from themselves, and it's more of like a specific ban against how Force play this.
If you get a really good Cafe attack in, you've pretty much won the entire map just off that, because it's very rare we see defense slip up whenever they have like a very early attacker lead. So now Secret, once again, pressuring towards Piano, I assume. Fours, nobody in there. Not a single player in sight. They've all fell back and are trying to hold more in towards the bomb site. And Pasha, first kill. I think that was a quick run out from White, potentially. And he's just found Leon. So well played to him. Eliminates Nades, more importantly. So we could see a rotation and more heavy fours in towards Piano if they wanted to.
Lots of drones going to be coming out across the board here from Secret to try and get that control. But no refrag coming out from them just yet onto Pasha. Bonkers, however, doing the same kind of hold that he was doing last time as he puts that Claymore down onto red and drones it all out from downstairs and sees EF4s and again playing these C4s from below. Harbanachers, however, have gone down to the Piano wall, and that means Secret should be able to get quick control of it. This is a great drone from LM as well.
Alright, Secret, how do you try and pull back from this? You've lost Leon. Again, it's only Leon, it's not the biggest worry, he's also smelly. Can I say that since he said it to me? Does that how it works, James?
Be the bigger man, Demo.
Be the bigger man? You know me. That ego's too big.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, fours, right. So you have the setup. You have some good information as well. And those Meister Turrets could be a little bit of an issue for Secret. Of course, they have a Lems there, and perhaps even Feral if he can sneak a Twitch drone, but very rare we see Twitch drones have like a massive impact on certain positions. But to be fair to him, it's in like the perfect position, but he's not going to try and get rid of it. Instead, the ADS is where he wants to go to. Oh, he tried to get the back one instead. All right. So that was a nice attempt, though. And I'm pretty sure that LM still managed to eliminate the first... Oh, C4. Funkers is gone.
There goes
Where's he went?
And then Shockwave is going to be able to get the kill onto Feral as well. And that's switched off the board, and that's a pretty big frag out off the board as well from Seek. All down to a Lemon MEP to try and bring this in now. All of a sudden, not looking too good as Kama finds Lem, and it's all down to MEP to try and bring this in. He doesn't have control of the diffuser. He does, however, have 3 stun grenades remaining, but it's not going to help him. It's going to be a flawless round from Fours, a great hold from them, much more aggressive this time.
That opening engagement really slowed down the tempo from Secret. Just overall, whenever you lose a player like that right off the rip, which was like a big necessity for you, him being that first man into Piano, he has the nades, of course, to eliminate anybody in Piano. And whenever someone who plays that position is gone, who else steps up to fill those shoes? A position you have to now take the mantle for, which you're not used to playing. That isn't really your role. And it does sometimes put attackers in quite a rough position. Well, anywho, that's the bar defended. Expected eventually. We always want to see the defenders win that. Now, Kitchen, that's the intriguing one. Literally, there's nothing from the bans that make this, I would say, any more defender-sided than what it is.
I guess. I mean, I think it's more just the fact that the attackers have a decent amount of utility up. In terms of like there's no Thatcher ban, there's no hard reach ban or anything like that. So like just the Book and the Capital board, that's not a massive takeaway from the attackers. I think the defenders have lost more in terms of operator bans here. So you could argue in that case, maybe it's a little bit more defenders, attacker-sided, sorry. But now I guess it's remained to be seen. We do see Secret with a great start, however, on that cocktail attack. But Four still holding on strong as they are going to go now downstairs to Kitchen, and we see the Warden making another appearance.
Again, James, we've seen a lot of this, and I just don't know what he does.
I actually, I can't remember what matchup it was. I think it was earlier, maybe in the OGA, in the open quals, where they took Warden, because in the smart glasses, when you turn them on, IQ sees it. So they took the Warden to turn it on, to bait the IQ to shoot him, and then you can shoot him through the back through the vertical play, and they kill the IQ early on.
But looking at like the lineup from Secret, no smokes in the board, not like any heavy flashes, no Blitz or Ying because they're not in the meta. And Warden, again, he's just in a time frame where he's not really suited for it. Different if we've seen like a very heavy, like Glaz meta, for example, but then again, Glaz, he's kind of been nerfed into the ground, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, my main argument for a Warden pick would be the shield that he brings. And I think this is a good area to like utilize that. But from the vertical play, Leon Gids going to find the very first kill of the round. Rask already losing his life. Definitely one of the more potent fraggers from Force.
Rask can really go off on one. Him on that 416 is a great addition to any team that wants to have a very aggressive player who can turn up in big moments. Still plenty of information though from Force. They could try and get some Aussie drones if Pasha has captured any, but still that Pulse who can provide that constant streamline information to the rest of his team. Secret pressuring in towards the white. This is again another old favorite for them. Leon should know the easy pre-fire, and yes he will. WTG gone, and 2 ADS is stacked up. Oh Leon.
My God.
This is deja vu. He's already did this against Chaos. This is completely the same copy. Secret just dominant. Leon Gids dominant with that SMG-11. and Pasha 1v5 the clutch. Good luck to you, sir.
He does have a bit of vertical play open to himself. He does have, of course, a super shorty to be able to open a little bit more, but Meepy should successfully plant the diffuser. Yes, he will do. Pasha slowly making his way down white stairs, and a 1v5 to bring it in, but a great pre-fire will remove Leon Gids. He's going to find 4 more. The diffuser slowly but surely is going to start to do its work as Pasha tries to make his way down the half stairs. And slowly but surely will make his through there, but he's not got a lot of time left. He's got to be making some moves. Drones have gone out. They're going to know where he is. And standing up on the table, it is going to be LM who's going to take him down. Secret take round number 3. And this is looking great for Secret right now. They're winning core site attacks.
Secret dominant on that bomb site. Really having a good grasp of where we want to push in from. The way that Secret kind of play around is that they kind of bait forwards in thinking that they're going to go for like a bakery whenever we see like a sledge go above, create some holes. It kind of baits them in thinking, okay, teams who typically go above then usually create their full push from bakery side, but then Secret kind of pull a fast one and they rotate to the back side of the map. Leon plays that position beautifully. Triple kill. Literally, you can go back 3 days ago where they played Chaos. That exact same thing happened. He picked up the guy who was inside a restaurant, peeked around, killed the guy at bar. Literally, bit by bit, perfect.
Yeah, clearly Leon does know what he's doing there on that particular push. Force unhappy with what just happened there. They are going to go back downstairs with what was almost a flawless round coming out from Secret. So we'll have a look at how this is going to go down exactly, and what Force are going to do to change it up a little bit, not bringing the Warden anymore. This is looking really odd for Force because you can't win Cafe this way. Like, if you win a core site, if they win their core site, and then you come back and you think about, okay, what do we need to do differently here? And then you can think, okay, like, we'll change it up and we'll do something differently, and now we're going to win it. Just back and forth like that, that's not good. I think I'm more interested in what Secret do on their defense now at this point, because Secret have already proven now that they can win core sites quite easily. So I think now it's going to be to see if they can do the same on their defense as well.
Yeah, always you have to do what the defenders kind of struggle with, because you too have to take up that mantle. So 4s again for the kitchen. Hopefully this time they're not going to play right into the palms of Secret, and they will hopefully add a little bit of spice into the mix. The setup for 4s at the moment is very reminiscent of literally what Chaos does, and that is play aggressive with their kind of crossfire angles that they hold, and I do like the kind of use of a shield particularly. It kind of is worked as that mini mirror window. Whenever mirror's not there, to have that extra bit of cover information, then it does make a lot of sense.
What? Leon is just going to rappel straight up into dining and see what he can do here.
He know nobody's here. It's fine.
But
James,
but there was
James, don't worry,
there
James.
was like a heavy roam presence, and they've got nitrous below and stuff.
James, he knows what he's doing. Don't worry. I know you may not think he knows what he's doing half the time, which is kind of what it shows to me, but it's still Mr. Gids, as I like to refer to him.
I was still kind of surprised that he did that, honestly.
You panicked as if like he just swung into like sight or something, James.
Yeah.
A little bit happy today, are we? A little bit overexcited.
A little bit. I mean, it's the last play day, so.
Yeah, last matchup. So, moving through Secrets. First blood for them. Mr. Gids. Mr. Gids.
He did get the opening kill, though. He did get the opening kill, so
yeah,
I think him getting traded in that position, I think it's completely fine. Feral gets one of his own, however,
they're in sight.
It's going to be WTG shuts down Fonkers as well. This is looking really good for Secret right now, but Feral and... Oh, it's going to be Fonkers as well. Sorry, Alem who goes down. It's all down to Feral to try and bring this in. He's got to know the vertical play is going to be going on. He's got to try and recover this diffuser, but he's very low HP. He does have that F2 in his hands, however, to try and make something happen here a little bit. Plenty of time to work with as well. They don't seem to know where he is as well. This is the big thing, you know, the crouch walking Twitch should be able to make his way through. The pre-fires come down and now they're going to know where he is, but no! The smoke comes out at the worst time. Feral picks up WTG at the perfect moment. It's all down to Rask to try and bring it in, but it doesn't look like Feral knows where Rask is right now.
Lack of information for both teams, really. Neither of them knowing where one another is. There's a drone in the heart of the bomb site, and Feral, he's playing for the kill more than the plant, trying to creep his way in towards the back of the B bomb site, but Rask very close onto the door frame. Feral now still watching. There's a ping, so they had the drone the whole time on them, so they'll know exactly where to look for. Diffuser now being initiated, but since there is that constant stream of information being fed by his team, he sticks it now, so Rask, so much pressure! Oh, but he holds his nerve when the going gets tough, and Feral falls. Very mistimed peek from him, and Fours, they capitalize on the mistake.
What a great shot from Rask coming out. Will put Feral in the dirt, and Fours will take round number 4. So they lose the core site, they win the core site, they lose the core site, but then they win it again. But really, we look for this to be a little bit more defender-sided than this demo.
Yeah, expected on Cafe to defense to really get a very strong hold. You look at Cafe from already what we've seen today from BDS. They took a massive scoreline, 7-1. They beat G2 on it. And again, they started off in the defense, racked up, what was it, 4-1? Yeah, they got 4 in a row, and then G2 came back, but still meant for nothing. So, Secret, you're keeping up with the pace so far, and again, it's always the defense have to set up shop first, and then the attackers have to play to that tune. I'm curious to see if Fours, they will actually have a bit more like heavy control on Piano, because they relied very heavily on great aggressive play from Pasha early on. If they want to try and stop Secret in their tracks, I feel like a full committed strategy, similar to what BDS did against G2, could be an answer for them.
So, we're going to move into round number 5. It's going to be the penultimate defense coming out from Fours, unless, of course, we do go to overtime on our very first map here on Cafe. Don't forget as well, this is Secret's map pick. So, Fours picked sides, so they opted to go to defense first. Next up will be Border as well, which I think, honestly, is a very unknown factor for Secret. They actually did quite well there during the Allied minor, but since then we haven't really seen them go to Border too much.
And again, that is Secret on LAN, and that's a completely different machine from what anybody's used to seeing. But still, best of threes is the strong suit for Secret. Best of ones we know they are, in better terms, horrific at.
Yeah, I suppose. Well, we'll have a look how this is going to go down. And Fours, they really need a win here. They really need to be able to bring this in right now. They should be able to know what is going on this particular site now. They've already been here once, they've already won it once, they've lost it once. Let's have a look at what Secret want to do on their attack, but Leon's got to be very aware there's a lot of run-out potential here.
And no Nomad as well, which is a bit of a blunder if Leon does get caught with his pants down, and it looks to be the rotation from Kama in towards Pillars. They're looking to try and pressure Leon, but he gets out of there as quick as he can. So he was looking for like just a free kill to try and set his team up nicely, perhaps onto like a Maestro, just anything he could get from that. Risky play, high risk, high reward. Didn't get anything from it, but didn't lose anything. So it is what it is, and still all 5 players alive. So I'm sure that Secret now, they will start rotating in, and Piano will once more be their target. They see nobody. Oh, a Maestro camera just sitting on the chair. I've never seen that spot before in my life. And that is so good.
I'm pretty sure G2 did something very similar when they went this defense.
It's as if an astronaut forgot to take his helmet with him in the bar, isn't it?
Yeah, little goldfish full.
Full space station back.
And see drones going out in heavy amounts from Secret to try and get some sort of resemblance of what's going on in this cocktail lounge area, as that Mercy drone will get removed off the board. So Farrell's going to know where this Maestro is playing again, but Farrell's actually picked up the IQ rather than the Twitch here.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
Oh, Secret. You have Piano control, you've eliminated that Maestro turret, and still trying to utilize Leon on that East Repel. Once again, pressuring in towards the Heaven location. I wonder if Fours are going to try and respond to it, because I don't really think they can go for the Pillars rotation, because Secret, they have control of Nubal. Funkers, he gets hit in the back with an impact as they all run through the toxic clouds. WTG's the first man up to bat, but Leon's there. He pushes in, but LM's also joining them. Secret, they have swarmed over the bomb site like termites on wood. And Secret, they have full control of the bomb site. Pasha below has the C4. Diffuser going in. Does he have the information? Yes, he will. Is that 2 lining up? Yes, it is. Pasha. Oh, he pulls it away. From the ashes, the Phoenix rises. Pasha, a 1v1 against Meepy.
Yeah, it's all down to Meepy now to try and go for this plant successfully. Of course, no Nitro left remaining for Pasha means he has to play this more aggressively, but Meepy will successfully go for the plant now. It's going to be very aware where these rotates are going to come from, and I believe there's still a drone up in Piano as well. Hopefully that did hear Pasha go for this rotate as well. Meepy going to be very, very aware of this right now as Pasha slowly crouch walking up and seeing what he can do right now. The pings are going to come out and Meepy finds the kill. Easy as that. Pasha with very little intel from what was happening there. Meepy will clutch the 1v1.
I always get tense whenever I see this scenario play out, because literally that position where an attacker is stationed beside the bomb chassis, he has 2 doors, the double door to his left, double door to his right, and it's up to see who goes for what side, and it's like the biggest 50-50 that any team can get. And well, in that circumstance, Meepy, he wins that one. So Secret, after a bit of a blunder with the C4 from below, but credit to Pasha being able to utilize the C4 in a great fashion. Also curious to why they were both stacked up together as well. Like, very close to one another.
I think one was looking onto heaven and down onto pillars to make sure that there could be no denial from that area. And it's just unfortunate spacing. But it's going to be a reading room and Fireplace Hall defense actually coming out from full. So one site that we haven't seen from them just yet. But Secret looking very, very dominant so far on these attacks. And honestly, if they can gain one more attack, I think they take them out very easily.
Secret, for a long time, had some pretty rough moments. You think back to whenever they did play in Invitational Qualifiers, this is the team that stopped them from getting to Invite back then. We've seen some roster changes. We've seen them fall from grace out of Pro League, not even winning their own national tournament. But Allied was the big turning point for them. Bringing in Feral gave them that aggressive nature, being able to realize what plays they could make. And again, I feel as if the communication, adding that player in since Allied has completely reformatted how Secret take things apart. We've seen already, they had everything geared up, they've seen the opportune moment, seen where there were certain people caught out of positions, and whenever Secret get that first kill, it gives them so much leeway in how they can play around things.
Well, we'll have a look what Fours want to do here, as they are going to go down to that reading room defense, often seen as the off-site here on Cafe, but also a very solid site itself. We'll see how this is going to be going down exactly, but things are looking really good for Secret right now, and Fours, they've really got to step it up on their attacks no matter really what happens in this round.
So again, it is going to be an off-site bomb site. And Secret, they will have to try and adapt. Perhaps they were expecting to get another bar, but knowing Secret, they'll probably try and play this one out similar, where they take control of Piano, push in towards the bar area, and once they get to that stage and they get the frags and they get the kills, then they can carry out some soft destruction. They have Leon there with the sledgehammer. Or, like we've seen from Secret in the past, they're very fond of going for a mining into dining push, where they will try and stabilize in towards red stairs. They try and hold everybody from the top floor by one guy playing inside of New Bulk. And that's kind of how they work things out from there. There is a man caught inside a train museum. You have to be careful of him, because Kama, he can also pop off in just a hairline fraction or so. But I like that Fours are really spread out with how they're holding things. They're not giving Secret like the clear, concise of control. They have gave them pillars, and Leon is right into the fray of it. And really for Fours, they need to capitalize, because Secret, they're running rampant once again.
WTG still doing his best to try and hold down the site, but he'll go down for a shockwave, drops onto pillars. He'll find Leon, but isn't able to find any more just yet. So down to him and Rask to try and bring this in, as Rask tries to make his way down onto white, but Fonkers is down in laundry waiting for this hatch rotate, and surely someone else is watching for the white stairs rotate as well. Rask slowly creeps around, will go for the pre-fire, and he will find one, but instantly gets traded out. It's all into the hands of Shockwave to try and bring this in. Should be able to find at least one here, but the diffuser slowly doing its work. It's going to be a very hard plan to go for. He goes to the pre-fire through the wall, barely misses onto Fonkers. Does come through the rotate, but Fonkers is able to find him easily, and Secret take round number 6, and they're off to a swinging start here in this series.
Oh, flying colors, I think, is the better phrase, isn't it, James? They've aced
flying
their
colors
test.
would be a 6 there.
Oh, come on, give them some credit. The boys are
I'll
doing
give
it
them
for
some
us.
credit.
I can't believe you call yourself British and you're anti-Secret.
I'm not
Unbelievable.
anti-Secret.
I can't believe this.
They've done well. I'd say Flying Colours would be 6-0 though.
Owen, the man who does all the Reddit stuff, please crucify him. Call him out. Call Sternab an anti-British man. Doesn't want to see Secret qualify.
We'll see things switch around now. C4's now on the attack, but they've really got to step it up here if they want to try and bring it in on this map. But honestly, I think Border's going to be a really good map for Fours. I think Border plays their playstyle a lot better than Cafe does. Villa's a very unknown factor.
I think Villa, honestly, if we get there, Secret, they have everything going for them. It is statistically Fours' worst map. They just don't play it at all.
Yeah. It's, I think the Border's an interesting one because Secret, obviously, like, banning it all the time makes me feel that they were saving it for relegations, and because they never got to play the relegations because they finished 3rd in Challenge League.
Yes, they did.
Because, you know, because they've saved it, they clearly have an idea and they have strats about what they want to do there.
I wouldn't say that, like, Secret at all for Challenger League were ever really, like, whenever they had their first 2 games, you know, they had Fours and they had Orclus and they had even BDS for their 3rd. Those were, like, the 3 big matchups that Secret had to win. They had a very slow start. As soon as they lost against Fours, it was like, okay, they can still pull it back, but it was the BDS game especially that they needed to win. They couldn't do it, and really from that point, they were just kind of out of the running in my eyes anyway.
Yeah, they've had a disappointing run at things, but meanwhile, Fours managed to finish 2nd and managed to find their way through the relegations, beat Penta, and of course now in Pro League. And well, we'll see who's the better team now in this best-of-3 series, a series that we never got to see between these 2 teams. As you said, it's been a long time since these 2 teams went against each other a best-of-3.
A bomb has been located.
So Secret, they take up the bar for their first defense. A lot of information, bring the Valkyrie and the Maestro alike. And even like Mozzie, if he can capture some drones. Heavy C4s again, you know, bringing 2, and whenever Leon is down here to begin with, and I think they're trying to combo the information they can gather early on, and also provide Feral a little bit of safety features, because using that Maestro turret, if he sees somebody creep in, he can give a ping out, Leon gets a C4 up, and that just allows Feral to really excel. Feral, inside the piano, he's a joker in there, he just laughs at anybody who tries to push him.
Maestro already doing a bit of effectiveness against Rask then, doing a little bit of damage as we get just about halfway into the round. And Fours, they're moving very, very slowly through this map, but they're getting the control where they need it. Let's see, Muzzy Drone is of course still active, and Rask is going to throw a nade down. Oh, but the Nitro comes out! Oh, well, it's going to find, well, they're going to find the Maestro cam, and the Nitro is not going to find anything else.
There you go.
There we go. Nice angle from Pixel Health from Feral. He's going to get Rask.
I think Rask at one point there seen his whole life flash before his eyes, and well, he does lose his life as again Feral in towards Dark Spot. He's got the kill and now he's moved away from that. But that is Rask on. That's like the main lead entry for Fours, and more importantly, a lot of time being used up by Fours. 50 seconds, all the deniability from the smoke available. You still have a C4 available from Funkers also. This is cutting it closer for us. They need to make this happen, and well, WGG, there's the first start. There's a good start. That's a C4 gone, but still a myriad of defenders that are all having their guns pointed towards you, and Alam's having the long angle jumped up onto one of the bars, and he's picked off WTG.
As long as you keep control of Heaven, I just feel like it's impossible to lose this defense. You have so many peeking options from Heaven position there. This is not going to be easy for Force to break down. Pasha's going to hop up into the sky and see what he can do from there. And Shockwave pushes down Whitehall, and he'll pick up Leon Kids for free. Now moving into a 3v3, but only 10 seconds left to go on the clock. Shockwave tries to push down the pallets, but will get fragged out for it. Feral pushing all the way back onto Pixel, regaining that position, but Kama shuts him down. Alem finds Asher, though. However, it's all down to Kama to try and bring it in. Goes to the wallbang gut. He'll run out of time before he can get fragged out. Secret take round number 7. A strong start for their defense. Things not looking great for Fours right now.
Fours very slow and honestly sloppy from what we expect from a very deadly team.
I don't mind slow, especially from Fours, because they tend to play quite slowly. They don't tend to like get control where they don't need control essentially right now.
I would say slow in terms of like taking piano. Like
yeah.
I never really see teams take a full 2 minutes to clear that.
That was the big thing for me, that not only are we taking 2 minutes to clear that area, but you're allowing Feral to get that entry frag, and you're not punishing him for playing that aggressive position on Pixel.
And Feral played it smart as well. He just hit and run. You know, he knows how strong Force can be with their refrag potential. I think they've already shown that as well, and what Force can kind of provide in their whole playstyle with this aggressive roam game. And really, the duo ships, I feel, shone through from Force at their Vitality game, shutting down Vitality time and time again. To be granted, it was a very weak Vitality side, and I think probably one of their worst performances we've seen in recent times. That clubhouse especially, for me anyway.
Yeah, God, that was just a
you know, you can't argue against that. I know you're Mr. Positive, James, but you can't argue.
If you guys haven't seen that Vitality Falls matchup, that was just such a great game. It was such a close game, and it was heartbreaking to see Vitality drop that down because it really felt like they put a lot behind that game.
They did. Just the clubhouse let them down.
Yeah, the clubhouse really let them down. There was just a lot of. It was also like a lot of timing on their part, like the reloading construction that came through from Stiggy. That was heartbreaking, but. Enough about that game. We're going to get into another defense from Secret. It's going to be a reading room. Interesting they're not gone kitchen yet.
It is only second bomb site. They want to try and have a little bit of freedom, which is fine. If you defend kitchen, you have to go here anyway. And Secret, they're a big fan of the kitchen. I like the way that they have their Funkers Maestro set up inside a bakery. That's kind of like a staple of that team. And also another operator that has been let through the banning phase. So Secret also, they're not really upset about like Echo being banned because they don't really use it because they banned it themselves. And Mira, sure, it's just Mira, but that's like an overall general ban. Just teams have like the it's just like a contract that nobody signed, but you just agree to it anyway. You ban this if I ban that.
Yeah, that is very true. We'll see Renabert, however, is going to be starting to get underway. We'll see Secret. I'm going to be holding on. We've got Feral below with his pulse scanner, being able to see exactly what's going on while he holds down engine. It's a great position because this is right below piano as well.
Yeah, and also information. It allows Secret to see where fours are setting up first, and it's very atypical. Swinging in towards piano is where you start your main staging ground, and there is a bit of pressure being applied by Secret towards the top floor. Pretty standard again. You always have somebody in behind bar, and it will be Lambs with the big LMG. We've seen a Maestro frag out so many times here, and Funkers will be supporting. But I do like the fact that even Feral can rotate into like pillars and toss a C4 up to assist them. So I do like the use of the pulse. Lambs, first bit of engagement, seen somebody peer at him in towards bathroom, but still holding firm. Flashbangs as well, so a bit of utility being eaten up, and that's just to burn some of the ADSs. A nade now tossed in from Rask. Oh, but the C4! That's what we were expecting from Feral to rotate in.
That's a great C4 from Feral. That's going to put Rask out of the board, as Leon's going to go down as well, however, in return. But a Jaeger for Rask, especially on the sledge, definitely very, very worth it. BTG still holding down, however. He is going to move in. That's
Nice
a leg off the
shot.
board. Great shot from BTG to put himself up on the board. As Kama finds one of his own. All of a sudden, Secret not looking too good all of a sudden here. This Funker's still holding down, but Meepy alone on site right now.
He needs to go bonkers in this scenario. Not a lot of options to go. He's now trapped inside of the construction corridor. Has to make this happen. Meepy is looking for the rotate. Really nice rotate, to be honest, but the drones catches him out, and here goes Funkers. You're telling me this man wasn't droned out? They weren't expecting him up here? I don't believe it. Meepy gets carried away, tries his hand, and gets shut down as well. Funkers still firing on through, and it has to be a Bunkers moment, but gets lit up from behind, rotates in towards pillars. He's right behind the planter, comes off at the wrong time, and that's been stopped. Funkers gets caught out in the heart of the bomb site. Fours, they respond, and that's their first attacking win. 5-3 the score.
That was almost a beautiful clutch coming out from Funkers there. Like, really smart for him to rotate down into pillars and deny the plant. Keep that as your priority, to keep that time on your side. Moving to round number 9, however, yes, you are quite right. Fours will find their very first attack, but they're going to have to do a little bit better than that if they want to bring it in for themselves. As we head into round number 9, it's going to be a kitchen defense.
There's the Maestro pickup from Funkers. So essentially from Secret, they spread themselves very wide across like the majority of the map. They would set up a shield inside of Bakery, accompanied with a Maestro. He has the turret behind him so he can eliminate drones, and also, of course, a clear key information. And whenever Capitao has been banned, it just makes life a whole lot easier for him. And really, Capitao is the only way we see teams really cope with somebody in behind the Bakery prep unit. And also they have an extension in towards like the restaurant side, which is, again, very standard. I wonder if they'll have a rotation into white, though. I doubt it, because like trying to hold Bakery and also trying to hold white can be very risky.
Yeah, it kind of depends how you want to play this, right? Like you can do that, and you can kind of like just like respond to what's going on, because we do see VIP holds coming out at the same time we do see the bakery holds coming out.
Okay, they were going to open it as well. So completely spread across. They're reinforcing the garage walls as well. So Feral, he's a big fan of playing towards that white stairs. We've seen him pull off flanks before, like 2Ks out of nowhere, and really swing in the advantage. So if anybody's going to be the man to kind of cause an upset in this round, it will be Feral. So keep your eyes out for him, because he'll probably try and appear out of nowhere and catch fours, just slacking a little bit.
This is very similar to how TSM hold this as well, although TSM do the rotate into freezer as well as reinforcing that garage area. So we'll have a look how that's going to go down, but Fools start their next attack, and we'll see exactly what they want to do here. Their third attack so far. Going to see what they can do upon this core site. This arguably is one of the hardest sites to attack if you can't get your heavy utility down, like the hard breacher. I don't think that for that upstairs you necessarily need the wall open to pull out a win, because we have seen Secret themselves as well to be able to just flood in the site and get deep if you find that heaven cocktail attack. So we'll see how it does go down for Force and what they want to do here, but so far so good. They go for that top floor clear. Funkers with a nice angle here though onto red.
And it just gives them like a little element of surprise that fours may not be ready for. But nothing comes off it. So fours at the moment going for their mid-floor clear out, and I'd imagine they'll try and get Raskin with a sledgehammer, which, as I say that, it starts bashing away. So,
what a
never
nitro!
mind. I was about to say, him putting on that pressure kind of forces everybody away from sight, but since Leon has picked them off, and they know that's Rask who has been primarily on the sledge, they don't have anything to worry about. They can sit in sight freely, and now the pressure has been mounted on the backs of fours.
All the nades off the table as well for fours. This is not looking good for them at all. As you said as well, opening up that vertical play is going to be a hell of a lot harder now for fours to gain that kind of pressure. So Leon still holding down coat check now, however, as Meepy, aware that this back hatch is now open, is going to try and play around the window into freezer. Feral also holding down VIP still. So Secret still set up quite well to try and do this position. Fools trying to need to find that opening here right now. Flashbangs are going to go down to make sure there's no ADSs down into that kitchen sink area. They're going to try and push down. Pasha's actually got breach charges, so this is actually really good as well to be able to put a vertical play. And Shockwave finds Feral and VIP, so that's opened up that backside attack.
So fours, they've eliminated the roamer, who primarily does lurk in towards the white. And it will be now east stairs mounting. So Funkers, he can now honestly like sit towards bakery, the little side room in bakery as well, and hold down an entire long corridor. WTG finds Leon, and 30 seconds to go. Fours are in good shape. No real wins at the bomb site though, and Meepy appears out of nowhere, shotgun kill on the Shockwave. Funkers again expecting in towards a small bakery, will try and hold down red, but quickly rotates away. Lambs lurking inside of bar, finds WTG. Kama has to drop the hatch, but if he does so, it's right into the toxic clouds. Now he takes a deep plunge, and there's the pre-fire from the Maestro, an easy pick off. Pasha all by his lonesome. Again into the freezer he goes, but no time. Secret, they hold on. And that takes him yet again another round, a step closer to their first map.
Yeah, that's actually match point right now as well for Secret. So things looking really good for them so far. And Cafe with a really strong attacking side, but also an equally strong defense side. Falls are getting torn apart right now. I actually like how Falls were adapting to that kind of play, that they recognized that this backside was much easier to take now, especially because they've lost Rask on the sledge. Kind of reminiscent to what we saw between Sonics and SSG, when we saw Sonics trying to go for that backside take as well when they lost their soft destruction. Well, we'll see how things do work out for Secret here, as we're going to go back to that Valorant Cocktail Lounge defense. This was a tricky one for Force.
Yeah, really being caught out, I feel, like the C4s that were available for Secret in many cases.
On this, I think it was just mostly that opening pick coming out from Feral on Pixel. Like, him getting that pick, Force were already taking that very, very slowly. That pick, and not being able to punish him for it, slows that down even more so.
If they know Leon is downstairs, because there had to be an element where they knew there could be somebody with a C4 below, nobody really wanted to enter in towards Piano. Like, nobody wanted to take the plunge. We've seen if Ras did take a couple of steps further, he would have been killed by the Nitro Cell. So I wouldn't be surprised if fours do send somebody downstairs to try and hold them off and then carry out their piano. But definitely Feral, again, just holds down behind the shield. Doesn't have anything to worry about. But even Alam's putting a lot of work with the LMG. But we expect that of the Maestros, don't we?
Yeah, we definitely do. This is going to be interesting to see from Secret. Some nice Valkyrie cams already coming out from them, however, just all outside areas, and they can go for those jump outs if they want to do so. But Shockwave has, of course, brought the Nomad with those air jabs, and that should be able to knock down quite a lot of this run-out potential. But it's going to be Feral who picks up the opening kill, and another one for Feral as he went for the jump out, and he gets Kama and Pasha as well. He might just get away with it as well as he pushes back into Small Bakery, almost gets the wall bang. Oh my god, Feral! He gets Shockwave as well! He can't believe it!
He
cannot believe it! He's completely out of it. He got the wall bang. He's completely satisfied with that 3K.
What a guy. He literally stopped. Nah, you didn't. You tried to clip that. Don't lie to me. What? Why would... We've just seen you... Well, maybe he didn't know if we caught him, but still, he tried to clip that. What a guy, but... Oh my, he's playing for a spot in Croatia, but he was made in the UK. And, well, we always make the best players, and there's your perfect reason why. Force has pretty much sent them into a very deep hole at Rask and WTG. They have to get on top of each other and try and push this out.
That was absolutely incredible from Feral. That has single-handedly just won them the map, but... Well, WTG and Rask still in this with a lot to do, but a decent amount of time still left. They've still got the Fuser. They still have utility up. It's still possible, but it's going to be a big uphill battle. Secret still holding on as well.
And even a rotation from Funkers or Leon below with a C4 could even add more disaster into the pool for fours. And, well, there's a C4 being tossed in by Leon and an aid right back at him. We could just see a quick jump in from Rask, and if he wins that 1v1 against the man inside the freezer, well, there is potential, but the crossfires... Oh, he tried to go for it straight away. There it goes, and Secret, a very dominant in Cafe. So that will be their first map locked and loaded.
I am very intrigued to see how Secret play Border. It's going to be our second map. Fours, of course, have picked it up, but this was Secret's map pick, and they're going to win it pretty decisively. Feral with a very deserved MVP for himself. Just what a play from Feral. But it is going to be our second map of Border coming up after this short break.
predict the outcome, win the game. Get live coverage and schedules for your favorite tournaments. Analyze, predict, and vote to gain points. Compete with other esports fans and climb the leaderboards. Strafe, everything esports. Download now on iOS and Android.